Hello everyone, welcome back once again to our Spss sessions, which I have dealt with you the introduction part of it. Then we are able to understand how exactly we can create variables, how we can define the attributes to that, why we should stress upon ordinal and nominal data, and why we insist on numerical data so that we can do lots of calculations. Now, continuation with that, I'm going to take a database which talks about a student of a particular college, and we'll see how exactly we can proceed with the discussions. Let me share that student data to you people so that you can see that. This is the data I'm talking about, where I have the attributes like their number, ID, they belongs to a particular section. I have a gender, they are belongs to either local or commuters. They have a set of entrance marks. Their UG is whether it is arts, commerce or science. How many hours they read for the academics. How much they have scored in the semester 1, and how much they expense, how much expenditure they could do in the while they are doing the education, and are they absent or present to the class. These are the variables we have taken it. So these are the data we have it. Approximately I have 120 records. 120 records are there mixed with the male and female. Now before going further, we'll have a set of questions like how the data is behaving over here, how exactly this data is going to help us in the analysis. Okay, these all questions will come. So look at the entrance test. So if this is the data which we have with us, then there will be a query. Very first question can be, what is the average score of a male, average score of local students, or average score of the degree, particularly arts or commerce or science? These all questions will come into picture. Are the science students read more hours? Look at this reading hours. Are arts students will read more? How exactly we can find it out? This can be achieved with no great trouble in the SPSS. Let us start with that. How exactly? So we are started with the defining the variables. We are done with that. Now we have created the cases also, records we have created. 120 records are there with us. Further, I can simply go for finding out the aggregates of with respect to particular category. To do this, I have a menu called as a data here. Go to aggregate. Go to aggregate menu. You'll find this dialog box. Now, I'll take very simple example. What are the reading hours of particular stream? Stream in the sense their degree. So with respect to each and every degree, what are the reading hours? I would like to know. So I'm going to do this reading hours. How many reading hours? So I can have many functions in this. I can take average or I can take total. So I'll prefer to go for a mean, how much it is going to be. So I'll take it and let me put it on the field. I'll say simply OK. So now look at it. I have created an aggregate variable over here. So look at science students. Their aggregate is 6.14, whereas arts is 5.71. It's repeating wherever arts is there, it is repeating 5.71. Wherever science is there, it is going to be telling it as 6.14. What about commerce? Commerce students read on an average of 5.60. Look at, very interesting. I repeat once again. How exactly we have got the aggregation over here. So data, aggregate, choose, I'll reset it, choose, I'll change the specification now. Reading hours between male and female. Let us do that. Gender. So break this mean of reading hours in terms of gender. I chosen the number of hours and I'll simply click on OK. So I have created one more variable. Look at the variables over here. Now look at it. Now there are two numbers are coming out over here. Now for male, it is 5.73, whereas the female it is 5.80. So this data tells about female students are reading comparatively more number of hours than male students. So we can find out lots of aggregations with respect to, we can do it with the help of aggregate function for the entrance scores too. Let us find it out. What is the aggregate score with respect to? There is another group over here, local and commuters. So I'll again go for aggregate. I'll choose again, I'll do reset. Go for location as a breaking variable. Take the entrance scores, mean of it. I'll go for it and I'll get output over here. Look at it. Entrance score mean with respect to commuters and local. Local students have scored 60.96, almost 61, whereas commuter score is 5.83. Look at it. So local students have scored better versus commuters, probably. Okay, so this is what exactly we talk about aggregation. Now I'll just delete them. Anytime you can delete them, just click on delete button. It can be deleted. If you want, you can use that particular operation once again. Now I'll go to another option which we talk about in terms of data. There are lots of things are there. I started with. Let us see what exactly I'm going to do now. I have the two options available in the data. One is split file, one is select cases. Okay, now let us start with the select cases. I wanted to see what is meaning of this select cases all about. Select cases is something I want to do an activity with respect to certain set of students, certain set of gender, certain set of scores, or certain set of only local students. I want to do some analysis. Okay, how exactly I can do that? So for this I can choose, I'm going to have option called as select cases. So what I'm doing here is go to a condition, if condition. I'll go for if. Before that, please understand what is a codification for it. Okay, what is the codification? Look at the very first case, 0 0 is there. What do you mean by 0 0 here? Local is 0, male is 0. So I'll go with that now. Go for select cases. If condition, I wanted to go for gender is equals to 0. What is the meaning of that? I'm selecting only the male students in this case. I'll continue and I'll say okay. Now look at the output over here. Now wherever female students are there, it is cross marked. Wherever students are there, it is cross marked. Look at it. Here continuously set of female students are there. All are cross marked. Now if I do any calculation, any analysis further, it will not going to consider for female candidates. Let us see how exactly. I'll again go for aggregation. Aggregate. What I want is location versus entrance score of that. I'll click on this. What it has done. Look at it. It has not taken into consideration the female students at all. It has only calculated the male students with respect to local and commuters. There is a difference still. So local boys have scored 60.85, whereas commuter boys have scored entrance score on an average of 58.42. So this is how exactly we can keep segregating and please keep understanding what is the meaning of the data which we have collected and how exactly we can have some decisions out of it. Okay, so this is what exactly I'll repeat once again. I'll nullify this select case. I'll reset it. I'll click on OK. I'll go back. Now look at it. I'll delete this field created. Before I continue, I'll delete this also. Now look at it. How I should do data select case. This time I'll take some other case. I'll take if I'll tell commuters. I'll select only commuters. How will you take location is equals to 1. I know 0 is a local and 1 is commuters. I'll continue with this. I'll click on OK. Now go and check it out whether it is properly done or not. Yes, it is done. Local all are cancelled. Now I'll go for commuters. Within that, what is the average scores of arts, commerce and science? Data aggregate. I'll not take location in this case. I'll take degree in the case and I'll find out how exactly this is going to calculate for me the scores. Now look at it. Within commuters, art scores 58.15 on an average 58.15. Commerce is 59. What about science commuter? Science commuter is 59.18. So there is a small variation between arts and commerce. I mean science and commerce. Arts is around 58.15. So this is nothing to do with the local student. This is only amongst the commuters. So I can have different views on the data with respect to data select cases. Remember one thing, once you are chosen select, until unless it is required, you can keep it. Once it is done, please remember to reset this so that whole lot of data will qualify for calculations further. So now whole lot of a calculation is, whole lot of data is ready for calculations further. One more option which I said is split file. Can I split the file? What do you mean by splitting the file? Again, with the help of this split file, I can logically divide the given file into different segments. What I mean by that, can I divide it into sections? Can I divide it into gender? Can I divide it into location? Can I divide it into degree? Yes, I can do all those things. So we have two segments over here. We have two kind of genders over here. We have two kinds of locations over here. We have three kinds of degree. Let me split this with location first. How will you do this? Data split file, compare groups with respect to location. Once you have done this, click on OK. Now look at the output of this. What happened? Look at it. First part is local, next part is commuter. Now we'll ask why local first, because it is numbered as 0 and this as 1. If it would have been local, would have been numbered as 1, commuters would have been come up. I repeat how exactly I've done the split. Again, go to split. I'll reset it. I'll show you once again. We need to come from data split file. Second option, compare groups. I'll take degree this time. Choose that and click on OK. What happened? Look at it. Arts might be numbered as 1, commerce numbered as 2, then science numbered as 3. So these are the three sections which is automatically created. With this, I can do lots of calculations which we'll be revisiting once again. We are going to, whenever we are going to come to the different calculations with the help of analyze and all, we will come back to that. I hope the three concepts are very clear, I believe. We have spoke about aggregate, we have spoke about aggregate with the select cases, and we are able to split the file in different segments. With this, I would like to tell you one more thing. I said in the initial part of it, we should remember that we should have a record numbers. Now record it. Record numbers are haphazard now. It is 2, 3, 8, 9, 20, 31, and then it is gone back. Now, how exactly I can rearrange my records, which we have initially done it. Now, for this again, I'll go for data as normal as Excel, sort it with the help of student ID, click on OK. Now look at it. It is set back as 1, 2, 3. This is why I said I need to have a record number or respondent number. Some identification of the record need to be there so that we can come back to the data and we can do the case. I hope I'm very, very clear with the discussions. For any queries, please do visit me. Please reach me out and send me the queries. I'll solve all the queries with respect to this particular session. I'll close this from here.